All right, welcome. I have Pascal along with me. Pascal, I would love you to introduce yourself to our viewers and tell us about your journey. How did you start your WordPress?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
So my WordPress journey began a long time ago, I would say. I started, so I was always interested in computers, and I found that blogging is a thing, so I wanted to blog myself, and I learned about WordPress, and so I started my WordPress site. And when I wanted to customize it, I learned about themes and plugins and how you can change things.
Okay.
And at some point, I hit some limits. Like, I wanted to do more than what the themes offered me, and I realized that you can contribute to WordPress. There's like
Nice.
other people using it, and then you can exchange and discuss things, and that's how it all started.
Wow, that's great. So did you, you're a self-taught WordPress today?
It's like half. So it's like
Half.
so I self-taught WordPress, but I also did like a regular computer science studying and things.
There you go. All right. Thank you. That's pretty good. Pretty awesome. You talked about multilingual WordPress sites.
Yes.
Elaborate that for our viewers, and also give them some sort of takeaways out of your topic that they would be interested in.
Sure thing. So I was very excited in WordCamp US last year when Matt Mullenweg announced that phase 4 of the Gutenberg roadmap in WordPress would include multilingual capabilities in WordPress, so that's going to be a focus. So my talk is about what that will mean, and like the previous efforts in WordPress, what they look like, and what you can actually do today already. Like, how can you have a multilingual WordPress site today without having to wait for this phase 4?
Right.
And that's what you can get out of this talk.
Okay. Anything in elaboration to your talk? Do you think all of the website today needs to have been published in a different language?
I mean, if your website is in, I don't know, somewhere in America and it's only for local people, you probably don't need a second language. But if you look at WordPress as the bigger picture, more than half of all WordPress sites are not in American English.
Right.
That means like the WordPress community is so international, it's so global. And I mean, WordCamp Europe, for example, we have people from, I think, 100 countries attending.
Right.
And many countries have more than one national or official language.
That's correct.
So, for example, I come from Switzerland. We have 4 official languages. I know some countries have way more than that.
Right.
But that shows that there's a need. So if you use WordPress in my country, you need to have content available in multiple languages.
Right.
And many other people do as well. So it makes sense that WordPress has this capability built in.
Built-in capabilities to change the language.
Absolutely.
And look for a broader kind of public that probably is going to use if that's a similar kind of things that they're looking for.
Right. I mean, sorry. Yeah. In the end, you want to make your website more accessible to your user, to your audience.
Right.
And translation is a great way to do that.
Right. So Pascal, you're from Switzerland. What do you think about the WordPress in next coming 5 years of timeline? How do you picturize it?
So with everything that happened so far with Gutenberg, like how it got started, I think we can see more of that. We're gonna see blogs appearing everywhere. Now widgets are going to be turned into blogs. I think at some point we're gonna have like front-end editing of your website, which really will transform WordPress in a way that we've not seen before in WordPress.
Right.
It's gonna change significantly in that area, and it's gonna get more professional. I'm really looking forward to see things like collaborating on an article together, like in Google Docs, for example.
Right.
And we also see lots of things happening on like the enterprise side of WordPress. There's like a lot of progress there, making WordPress more robust, more interesting for larger companies.
Great. You touched Gutenberg. That has been in a talk about now a few months, I believe, a few months. Can you share a bit more about what is this Gutenberg and how is it has a play or a role in WordPress?
So Gutenberg came to be because like the previous editor as we knew it in WordPress was very limiting. It was not easy to create rich content with like lots of images and like what you see on websites nowadays. It was not easily possible to do this in WordPress. And it was very hard to use for users. So with Gutenberg, the whole process changed quite a bit. And what they did is mainly turn everything into so-called blocks.
Okay.
So instead of having like a long form document like you would type in Word or Google Docs, now every piece of content, like every paragraph, every image is a block in itself that you can drag around and position somewhere else on the page. And that offers like lots of new possibilities to edit content in WordPress.
Nice. So you're very optimistic about Gutenberg coming in to a play?
Absolutely, yeah. We've already seen how people love it way better than the previous editor. Of course, it's a change that you have to adapt to and get to learn a new system, basically.
Right.
But it's already proven to be quite successful, and we've built a lot of things on top of Gutenberg already.
Right. Perfect. So, lastly, what do you do for fun, apart of like these computers and the codes and the word pressing?
Yep.
For fun, what do you do, if you don't mind, like sharing your own lifestyle?
If I'm not at a WordCamp or working on WordPress, I really like cooking.
Okay.
That's one of my things, and also traveling. I
Nice.
like exploring new countries, new cities.
Okay.
But I think cooking is what like helps me like getting a break from all the technology stuff.
Right.
Like just focus on something, be creative.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, that was Pascal, and thank you very much for being here. I have a small gift for you, especially from DevotePress, that has been engraved your name inside, if you don't mind opening it up.
Wow.
And thank you very much.
Don't forget to subscribe, like and hit that bell icon to get notified every time we upload a new video.